Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show with local celebrity hosts Steve O and Rene. Sit back each week while Steve O and Rene educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve O and Rene with today's expert in their field.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ask the Experts. Boy, do we have a great show today.
We really do. We have a big macher in the house.
We have a big macher in the house. My name is Steve O, and I'm here with my co-host Rene. And our show is all about bringing in the top experts in South Florida in the areas of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. And boy, do we have a big one today.
We do.
This is, without a doubt, the top assisted living home care company, not just in Palm Beach County, I would say all of South Florida, because I'm sure there's people in Dade and Broward who would love to be at MorseLife.
Right.
If you want to watch our show live right now, just go to www.wwnnradio.com and look for the WNN TV on the left-hand upper side of the page.
Click on there, and voila,
there we are.
So,
and in the second half of the show today,
yes,
we have Michael Pachatis. He's an attorney, and we're going to talk about public adjusters.
Right.
So,
okay, so now let's introduce to you the president and CEO of MorseLife, Keith Myers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to speaking with you and talking to the audience.
and they're going to be with us every month. That's the great part about MorseLife, and you're going to have a different representative on each month.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it because we tell a story about what are the services that we're able to offer to the community, either long-term care, short-term rehab, independent assisted living, and we have one of the largest home and community-based service arm in the entire Southeast.
That I didn't
They
know.
offer everything. So, Keith, you're the CEO of one of Florida's largest nonprofit senior service organizations.
Yes, I am. I've been the CEO of MorseLife, which we're dedicated to enhance senior living for the past 9 years.
Wow. So tell our listeners a little bit about your background.
Okay, my background is I had schooling from the Medical College of Virginia, and I got my grad degree from the George Washington University.
Good school.
Before I came to South Florida, I was running a Jewish organization in Cleveland, very similar, a little smaller than Morse, and then I was recruited down here to run the operations of MorseLife.
Wow.
How does
That's
it feel
impressive.
to wake up every morning knowing you're the CEO and president of such a fine company?
I wake up with a sense of excitement.
That's
I
nice.
also wake up with a feeling of joy because I'm able to help the community and also help individuals who need our services. So it's a good feeling inside because I know what we do is needed and also is well respected by our community members.
Absolutely. So give us a general overview of MorseLife.
Okay. MorseLife, which is located on 37 acres in West Palm Beach, is, we're celebrating our 33rd year this year.
Wow.
Nice.
And we offer the full continuum of care. Such services that we offer include short-term rehab, long-term care. We have independent living, assisted living. We have one of the largest home and community-based service arms which offers services such as private home care, Medicare home care, and that's for people who are a patient in a hospital or a nursing home, and when they go home they need some nursing care or rehab care. We also have a very strong care management division, and I don't know if you know this, but we have a Meals on Wheels program. We serve over 50,000 Meals on Wheels a year to the community.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No.
That's
I did not know
incredible.
that.
We also have a program that we call MorseLife Neighbor to Neighbor. We're in 16 senior gated communities all throughout Palm Beach County, providing services such as information referral, safety checks at home, balance assessments, all for free. And it is resource that enables the people who live in that community to obtain questions and answers of some issues that they may have, and also provides them with an outreach of services that we can offer to them. So it's a great resources that we have, and I am very proud to say that we are the only provider in Palm Beach County to offer the PACE program.
Which
And
is what?
PACE stands for Program All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly. There was an article in the Palm Beach Post this week citing the importance of PACE, and it's really in conjunction with the Affordable Care Act. And the way the PACE program works is that if you're duly certified for Medicare and Medicaid, and you want to stay at home, but you meet the eligibility of requiring nursing home care, we will come to your house, pick you up, bring you to our PACE program, and we will be responsible for all your health care needs.
And that's covered?
That is covered.
Wow.
And it's the doctor will take care of you. You'll be seen by our nurse practitioners. You will take advantage of our adult daycare services. We will be responsible for making sure that you have meals, that your house is clean, and that if you need additional care, we have contracts with all type of providers, including hospitals, nursing homes, and physicians in the community. We are like an insurance company, but it gives you, as a person in the community, a sense of security. So very proud of that accomplishment.
So you guys do a lot of giving back in the community. It's
well,
not just taking, it's giving back.
And we think it's extremely important. You know, I'm very proud. We have over 2,500 employees that work for Morse, and I'm happy to say that we are a Gold Seal Award
Yes, we saw
award
that.
facility. We also are one of the second teaching nursing facilities in the state. We are a 5-star facility, both the federal government and the state government. And I am also very proud to say that we are the only long-term care or nursing home that has 2 full-time medical directors and 4 full-time nurse practitioners.
And you also deal with elderly on the poverty level side.
Yes, we do.
So tell people about that as well.
Well, we provide care to anyone and everybody who needs our services, and we have a very strong foundation, and a lot of the money that is given to our MorseLife Foundation is for certain services such as Meals on Wheels, indigent home care, and also if people are not at the poverty level but they are just barely over that, we have a sliding scale fee. So we will work a deal with you so you can afford the service if you're not on Medicaid yet. We have a motto at MorseLife that no one will go without what they need. So no senior will go without.
And
we
this is
believe
why
that.
they're so successful.
Oh, exactly. You know, I know that I've read up that a lot of females take care of their elderly. I mean, nothing against us men, but it just seems
Well, that's
like,
the way it works.
But now a lot of the women are working full time now.
So it makes it really difficult.
So it makes it difficult. So that's where MorseLife could really come in.
Correct. And, you'll learn hopefully from our talk today that we constantly are evolving and we are being responsive to the changes in the environment. And like you just said, many of the daughters of seniors are working. So some of the things that we have provided include a very strong care management program. Our care management program is called Just Checking, and it's full of licensed social workers and nurse practitioners. And we will go to the house of a loved one, senior loved one. We'll do a total assessment of what that individual needs, and then we will broker in new services so that individual can age in place gracefully. Also, our MorseLife Neighbor to Neighbor program is another program because even though it's a program that we offer 2 to 3 times a week in these senior gated communities, it gives the seniors that live in that community a resource. a resource to understand some of the questions that how they're aging in place, and if they need to know where to get home care, or they need care management services, or how to maneuver in these healthcare waters.
Because
And
it's overwhelming. It really is.
It is overwhelming. And being a senior who may be living by themselves, they at least will have that resources. So that's another resource that we have. And also with the establishment of our PACE program. That is also because if you're working and your loved one is eligible for nursing home care, and you have decided, I feel more comfortable and secure that there is a program out there that will maintain the total health of my mother or father, then we will enlist you in the PACE program. And therefore, if you're working, at least you know someone, MorseLife, is really keeping a careful watch on your loved one.
How do you go about screening your caretakers?
Okay, well, we have to do background checks. Okay, a lot of caregivers are bonded.
Okay.
So we need to make sure that. See, unfortunately, a lot of the people in our community do not know the difference between a certified home care agency or a registry. The registries, unlike MorseLife, they do not go about making sure that the background check was done of a caregiver. But when you run a certified home care agency, first of all, it's by law that you have to be certified, and you have to do a background check. And then we go the extra mile because we want to make sure the people are bonded. Because if they're participating as a caregiver in your home, we want to make sure that everything is up and no one's being taken advantage of. Remember, in today's world, a lot of the seniors, and as you know, South Florida is the fastest growing senior population in the entire country.
It is.
And I have to say, the South County area in Palm Beach is the fastest. If you look at it, there's over 42% of the population is Jewish and 75 and older. The fastest growing county in the entire country, faster than New York, California,
well,
Chicago.
this is where people come to retire.
Exactly. And guess what the second fastest senior population is? It's North County at 32%.
Wow.
That are 75 and older. So we have to be prepared in order to help this influx and demographic shift that is occurring. I bet you don't know this, but it's really important to note, and one of the reasons that we have made a great amount of transformation on our campus, that in the next 10 to 15 years, the population of Palm Beach County, Planning District number 9, is going to increase threefold, go from 300,000 to 900,000.
Wow.
And because of that, we had to reposition MorseLife for the future. And it was a four-prong approach. One of the capital projects that we just opened was our short-term rehab.
That's what I was going to ask you next about that, because it's state-of-the-art.
It's state-of-the-art. It's 120 private rooms, private bathrooms, divided up into 6 neighborhoods. So each neighborhood has 20 private rooms, and in the middle of the neighborhood is a centralized great room. In the great room, they have an open-air kitchen. They have private dining, sitting area, dining space, and attached to that building is a 6,000 square foot gym. When you walk into our MAC pavilion, which is our short-term rehab, it will resemble a luxury hotel. But I can tell you,
typically you don't see that with rehabs.
Right. But we are the premier short-term rehab in the entire country. So that was the first capital project. The next capital project that we embarked on, and we just opened 2 weeks ago, we took our oldest building, the Resnick Pavilion, which is 160 beds, and just added new HVAC, hurricane-resistant glass. We did all new resident rooms, furniture, fixtures, and equipment, new wall covering. It's a brand new nursing home. And now our third project, which we just started 2 weeks ago, was to take our oldest building, which is 120 beds, reconfigure the space into a 52-unit assisted living for memory-impaired residents, and adding 30 new nursing home bids for dementia care. So the 3 projects, one focuses on short term, the second one focuses on long term, and the third one is focusing on dementia or Alzheimer's care.
Which is so prevalent. It really is.
It is, and it's definitely is such a need out there. And I'm very happy to announce that beginning April of 2015, we will break ground on the second phase of our independent and assisted living and start building a 182-unit independent living 10 stories high called the Tradition Tower. And that will fill out our entire campus. And that is how we, working together with our board of directors, have decided to position us for the influx of the demographic shift that's going to occur in Palm Beach County with all these seniors moving here.
Where were they when my Nana was alive?
No, but the nice thing is that you could go from independent living to assisted living, so you could just move along
Right. You know,
into the different facilities.
Any given day, we touch over 3,600 people, either on the campus or within the community. So we're constantly helping people, identifying needs, and getting the services that they need or bringing the services to their homes.
Well, hey, we got to go take a break. We got to pay some bills, and we come back more with CEO. How do you spell CEO? CEO and President of MorseLife, Keith Myers. We will be right back.
MorseLife is a nationally recognized provider of elder care and support services for seniors and their families in Palm Beach County. Located on the expansive Marilyn and Stanley M. Katz Seniors Campus in West Palm Beach. MorseLife is dedicated to enhancing quality of life for older adults through a full range of services. MorseLife provides long-term care, state-of-the-art short-term rehabilitation, luxury independent and assisted living, memory care, and home health services. MorseLife is also the exclusive Palm Beach County affiliate for PACE, the national program of all-inclusive care for the elderly. MorseLife has been awarded the Governor's Gold Seal of Excellence and is a 5-star nursing facility committed to continuous research and training that consistently delivers enlightened senior care. MorseLife also offers concierge care for clients seeking an enhanced level of private home care. For more information or a tour of the campus, please call 561-471-5111 or visit www.morselife.org.
And we're back. Let me tell you something. We have the greatest board op. We never say that. Kid is absolutely, and we've been through a lot of board ops.
We have. And not good ones.
No, he is really good. He keeps the show together. We're here with, I'm like mesmerized, like listening to about MorseLife. This place is like Disneyland for adults.
Right.
This is so amazing. And what they're doing for the community, you just don't hear that very often.
Well, like I said, it's overwhelming, especially for those children that work and have elderly parents, and the parents don't typically want to leave their homes. So what do you do in that case? I mean, because a lot of children of the elderly don't want to, they're torn between knowing that their family member needs to be someplace and they don't want to leave. So how do you handle situations like that?
Well, there are a number of ways that we handle situations. We try to promote our adult day care services, which a family member would drop a loved one off, and they would spend 8 hours with us. They will have a breakfast nosh. They will have participated in activities. Then they will have a hot lunch, and then participate in more activities. That's one way. If they won't leave their home, then they can call our home care, and we can bring in a aide to provide care in the house. They can do chore and companion services. They can take them shopping. They can help them throughout the day with activities. But also, it's really important to note that one of the main reasons why the disease process progresses is that seniors are isolated.
Right. And they're lonely.
Loneliness sets in. Exactly.
So you could have all the money in the world, but if you're isolated and you're lonely, that disease process will become worse. And unfortunately, it'll take an emergent situation which is bad, and that means that person may end up in the
You
hospital.
don't want to wait to get to
Right.
that part.
And that's the bad issue, because I have to tell you, there's a lot of people in Palm Beach and Boca who have moved to our independent and assisted living called the Tradition of the Palm Beaches. Of course, it was hard to get them out of that house. So their loved one kept the house for them. But
Like I said, it's a tough decision.
Right.
It really is.
and but they were isolated.
Right.
But once they moved into the independent and assisted living, they had a rebirth. They met new friends, new family.
They
It
had
was
people to talk to.
and it was like a renaissance. And they had a whole rebirth on life. And let me tell you, they are so happy and they are flourishing. They
I mean,
have,
even for the daycare thing that you have going on, which is wonderful,
Right.
to get people out, the elderly out even just for the day, and they could still come back to their home.
and it's extremely important. And I'm just so proud of the many stories of accomplishments of these people who have come to the tradition or have come to our adult daycare and have met new people, and they are living a whole new life, as I say, a whole new lease on life again.
Oh, exactly. Because listen, I know that I watched my mother actually just melt away because she didn't have anybody. And listen, everybody's life is busy, and sometimes the kids forget about mom or dad's, not just mom. And you offer something that's going to take care of all that. There isn't anything you don't offer for seniors, basically, when it comes to assisted living or home care.
Yeah, we're very proud. We offer the full continuum of care, and that's what makes Morse so special, because it depends on when you need our services. And then you get to choose. It's like choosing a menu. And then we will help you, because we have people who are experts who will help you not only maneuver through, as I said, the healthcare waters. We will help you obtain benefits. We will help you and your family tell you what the next step is, or if you need additional care. You just sit back and say, call Morse, and Morse will be there, and we will take care of all your issues. That's why I'm very proud of our care management program, because a lot of families may live up north, their mother or father down here.
Which is very typical, yes.
You just call us up, we come, we do the assessment, and we broker the services, and that person can age in place at right then and there. We have made a strategic decision over the past 2 years to really start peppering South County with our private home care, with our Medicare home care, with our outpatient rehab, and with our care management services, because, as I told you, we are in the process of finishing and fulfilling all our goals on West Palm Beach. But as we continue to meet people and serve the South County area, we will soon be looking for a second campus. And the word about MorseLife will be easily recognized.
The word is wonderful.
And they'll be able to say, yes, welcome this campus, because I know the great services that they have provided to my mother or to my father, and they have been a great resource. So it's just like a hand-in-glove situation.
Something like a CEO who's like a walking billboard, who's got so much passion. Your passion really shows. Now, people in Broward, they can come into MorseLife.
Oh, of course.
Martin County.
Everybody can come into MorseLife. The only issue that we have is that we cannot offer services into Martin County, and I'm talking
For
about
home
home
care,
care,
yes.
until we get a license. And I have to tell you that we are looking right now, working with our attorneys in getting a license in Broward County and in the Martin County areas.
Perfect, yes.
For the contingents counties that are right by us.
And you know what? If you've got your mom or dad who live in New York, bring them down here. Bring them back where you're at. Doesn't matter if they live in New York, if they want to use your assisted living facility.
And it's also important, if you go to our webpage, www.morselife.org, you will see the full continuum of care that we offer. And if you live in Broward,
Which
if you
is
live
extensive, yes.
yeah.
It really is.
And if you live in Dade or Martin County, and you need short-term rehab, you just come to Morse, because we have the best physicians. We have the best equipment. We have a piece of equipment there called an Alter G. An Alter G is, say you broke a hip or you had a knee replacement. When you left the hospital, you have to wait for your physician to give you weight-bearing status. But so
That's
therefore,
right.
you're sitting in the nursing facility with short-term rehab, depressed. But when you come to Morse, because of our Ultra G, you start your rehab on day one. And because you get into this machine, and they inflate pants, and then you can start moving your legs, because then as you continue to progress, we move down the weight bearing status. We work with your physician, and then they lift it. But the nice thing is that you start your rehab on day one. No other short-term rehab in the entire state
I just had my hip
have
replaced.
that. So exactly.
It took, what was it, 2 weeks before I could even start working out?
Well, you started walking immediately, but
we're
it took a
talking
while
about
for you to get.
working out,
Yes.
though.
Yeah, and these people cannot, if you don't have this machine, you can't start your rehab, and you have to wait for your physician to lift your weight bearing
That's exactly
status.
right.
And you know what? We have one, and guess who else has one? The Miami Heat.
I was going to say the president.
Okay, so the Miami Heat
I
has
would
that
say the
ultimate
Miami
sheet.
Heat's more impressive for me.
So that's why if you live in Martin County or Dade County or Broward, you need rehab, you come right to MorseLife, and we are the top facility in the entire Southeast.
Now, you have a history, you have a tradition of Jewish values.
Yes, we do.
But do you have to be Jewish to come there?
No, you do not have to be Jewish. Let me tell you, 33 years ago, people in Palm Beach decided it was time to build a Jewish nursing home. So they rolled out a capital campaign, and they built the first 120 beds. The need was so great that 6 years later, they rolled out another capital campaign, and they added 160 beds, bringing the total bed complement to 280. 10 years ago, they rolled out another capital campaign and started the independent and assisted living. And today, I'm proud to say that we rolled out another capital campaign, which we're $25 million strong, and we're able to do these projects that I talked about, the short-term rehab, the remodeling of the long-term care, the reconfiguration of our oldest building into a 52-unit assisted living for memory impaired residents, and adding 30 new nursing home beds. And we're getting ready to roll out another capital campaign to build the tower, the Tradition Tower, which is 182 units with 10 stories on the back part of our campus.
Hey, when we tell you we find the best experts,
This is the expert.
That's
Yes.
like an understatement with MorseLife. I mean, listen, I don't have any. All of my relatives, older relatives, have passed. I've even heard of MorseLife. That just tells you, your name is out there. You've got an impeccable reputation. But all these things that I'm learning today, it's like, I'm just going to sit back and listen to Keith. This is amazing.
Give everyone your address in Palm Beach.
Okay, our address is 4748 Gladstone Drive, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33417.
Ooh, he knows the zip code too.
Wow.
And guess what their phone number is? I've got it.
Go ahead.
It's 561-471-5111.
Right, and give your website address as well.
Okay, our website is www.morselife.org.
Okay, so this is, I told you, 30 minutes goes by so fast. I think next time, I want to talk next time about insurance is changing so much, health insurance, and I mean, I bet that really keeps you busy.
Well, because a lot of people in South Florida, or really in Palm Beach, are converting to a Medicare Advantage program. And because it's a little cheaper in their pocketbooks, and it helps them, they have to go with these certain type of carriers. So what Morse did is that we've contracted with 9 insurance carriers so we can help individuals who need short-term rehab, who need long-term care, who need home care, and we can be their provider. So we made sure, that was another strategic effort that we made so we could care for people as they continue to change. And I have to tell you that we are looking for the future. One thing that we are looking at, and every year I offer I really host a strategic planning retreat for my directors. And this year we're looking at developing a step-down unit, like a hospital step-down unit. So we will be focusing with insurers so we can be able to carry for their followers.
Wow. We got to run. You're going to be back with us, or at least a representative of MorseLife will be with us next month, and the month after, and the month after. I'm so
Thanks so much for
excited.
coming on today,
Thanks
Keith.
so much for coming. I mean, you've got a busy position.
Well, I've enjoyed talking with you.
We can't wait for you guys to come back on.
And I really enjoyed telling people about the services that we offer, because we are mission driven. We're constantly evolving, and we want to be there to help the community. And that's what's really important. Being a mission-driven organization, a nonprofit, we can do stuff that other for-profits cannot do, and we can constantly be innovative. And also, it's important to note, being the thought leader in our industry is extremely important and something that we're very proud of. And that is what we do each and every day so we can help our
This is why
community.
they're so successful.
Thanks again, Keith. We'll see
Thanks,
you guys
Keith.
next month.
MorseLife is a nationally recognized provider of elder care and support services for seniors and their families in Palm Beach County. Located on the expansive Maryland and Stanley M. Katz Seniors Campus in West Palm Beach. MorseLife is dedicated to enhancing quality of life for older adults through a full range of services. MorseLife provides long-term care, state-of-the-art short-term rehabilitation, luxury independent and assisted living, memory care, and home health services. MorseLife is also the exclusive Palm Beach County affiliate for PACE, the national program of all-inclusive care for the elderly. MorseLife has been awarded the Governor's Gold Seal of Excellence and is a 5-star nursing facility committed to continuous research and training that consistently delivers enlightened senior care. MorseLife also offers concierge care for clients seeking an enhanced level of private home care. For more information or a tour of the campus, please call 561-471-5111 or visit www.morselife.org.